Now, y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess, so let's get into it. What's good, you guys? It's your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, honey. We are here to talk about nothing but the mess, and we're here to talk about Sheree Whitfield, Carlos King, and Martell Holt. Now, as you guys already know, well, wait, we're going to get into that in just a minute. But before we get into that, let's talk about what we got coming up, okay? So I'm going to start off by saying the Whether You Like It or Not panel will be out on Tuesday night at the same time, but it will be at Yarrell's place on Tuesday night. So be prepared for that at 9:15 Eastern, 8:15 Central. We'll be right on over there with Yarrell, honey. We're going to be talking about Bell Collective and the Real Housewives of Atlanta, right on over there at Yarrell's house. Also, a week from today, Boys Night Out Season 3 will be premiering for our season premiere. We will be finally back. We've been gone since about April, and we're back for Season 3, another 10-episode season, honey. Me, Jamar, T, Josiah, and Maddie all will be coming together at 10/9 Central Time for a brand new episode of Boys Night Out. We're here and we're ready. We're going to give you guys a great show. We've been planning this for a while now, and we are very happy about this, okay? Now, with that being said, y'all, I done took me a shower, I done refreshed, I think y'all can tell, and I'm about to get ready for my day, but I decided to come up here and do this video really fast before I'm out in the streets. So, as you guys already know, Sheree Whitfield and Martell Holt have been a topic of discussion for the past 2-3 weeks now. Everybody been gagging about how they've been dating, screwing around, messing around, but then there have been some reports about Martell saying that he ain't messing with her and that she ain't his type and all of this other stuff. But apparently Carlos King has spilled some tea about this situation. And I got this from Empress Radio. And you know, we love us some Empress Radio over here. You know, we shout each other out. We show each other love. We do all of that good stuff. And I know that T did a video about it yesterday, but I never got the chance to watch it, simply because I was traveling literally all day yesterday. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into the mess. I screen recorded the conversation that he had with this girl. I think her name was Jasmine. They had a great conversation. They were spilling tea and all this other good stuff. So we are about to go ahead and get into it. Now, before I play what was said, I'm not at home. As you guys know, I'm in Chicago. I'm in my hotel room, so I do not have my microphone with me. So we're going with the Eternal mic on my laptop. So the sound might not be the best, but please bear with me. I'm letting you guys know ahead of time that the sound might not be the best because it's not, you know, my regular mic. So I don't need nobody telling me the sound bad, the sound. Look, I know it ain't the best, but we're going to get into it. So let's go ahead and get into what was said, honey. Let's get into it, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let's get into what was said.
This is what Carlos King had to say.
Martell Holt from Love and Marriage Huntsville dating Sheree Bone Collector Whitfield.
I'm sorry, Carlos. I have questions. All of your fans, all of your listeners, all the raindrops. We have so many questions. I hate to just jump in like this.
That's okay. They know you, Jasmine.
But the girls want to know. Starting out, did you hook them up? Because that's been the question on everybody's list. So please let us know. I mean, I feel so bad for just jumping in, but did you hook them up? Because we have to know.
So for my listener, she needs no introduction. This is my executive producer, Jasmine Hilly Brown, who is asking if I hooked up Sheree and Martell. The answer is no. I did not hook them up, which is shocking, and I promise you, listen, y'all know me, I don't mind taking credit for things that are iconic, okay? I had no idea Martell and Sheree were dating until 6 weeks ago.
So neither of them told you.
Let's just say this.
Please, say it all.
So the world found out this week where Sheree confirmed that she is, hanging out with Martell, seeing him, dating him, whatever the case may be. I found out 6 weeks ago, before you guys, because I was told by a mutual friend. I am not the mutual friend Sheree Whitfield speaks of, by the way. But I was told through somebody who knows Sheree and Martell that they were seeing each other, and I was in my drop top. Driving the streets.
You were cruising the street?
In my Usher Raven voice. Okay, cruising the street. I was going to the airport. I literally had to pull over because your boy was gagging, and I really thought, like, whatever. It's a publicity stunt. This isn't real. They're trying to have a conversation, right? Fast forward to 2 weeks after that. My listeners and the Love and Marriage Huntsville fans know this. I have a great relationship with all my cast, but when it comes to Martell, whenever I call him, he gets nervous. That means he's always in trouble. So I called Martell 2 weeks after I learned that he may be seeing Sheree, but I was calling him about something unrelated. And yes, guys, he was in trouble. So Martell answers the phone. Hi, Carlos. I said, hey, Martell. He said, before you yell at me, because you only call me when I'm in trouble, somebody wants to say hi to you. And I'm like, who? And I hear, hello? I said, Sheree, is that you? Hey, Carlos.
So they were riding around as a couple. Okay, wait. Was the mutual friend that told you, was it Mel? Was that the friend that told you?
Mel who?
Melody Sheree. Is that who told you they were dating? Did she find out?
That's a very good question. So no, I did not learn from Melody Sheree. I would tell you, I did not know from her. I knew from somebody else. But when she said hello, I was like, wait. And he said, no, she's on the other line. I just conferenced her in because you called me. And I was like, what are y'all doing? And they both started laughing. And then I was like, Sheree, I will call you later. I have to cuss out Martell about something unrelated to this scoop that just fell into my lap. And that's how I learned that Martell and Sheree were seeing each other.
But, okay, so how does Mel feel? Does Mel know?
Obviously, Mel knows now. So one thing about my relationship with my cast, I don't spread their business. Like, it's not my job to spread business that you talk to me personally about. I'm not that guy. So I never told anybody. I didn't tell nobody in my close friends. I didn't tell you, Jasmine. Me and you talk all the time, sis.
I know. I'm feeling away about that, but it's okay. It's all right. I'll forgive you at some point.
But it goes to show you, I'm a good friend. I'm not going to spread your tea. Right. Y'all call me messy all the time. I'm not messy like I think I am. I didn't tell anybody. So, Melody, I'm just going to assume, you know what? Exclusive for you. Martell dating Sheree is being discussed on this season of Love and Marriage Huntsville, which comes back in September. Not spring, summer, but the real September.
That was going to be my question because I'm like, we have to see this play out on the show. I need the reaction from Mel. I need the reaction from the rest of the cast. I need the reaction from Coleslaw. Like, when she make an appearance, I need to know how she feels because she did all that only to not get the man for him to move on with a Real Housewife of Atlanta. So I want to know how Ariane feels. And I know other people do too.
If that's Coleslaw, is Sheree cabbage?
Listen, Sheree, the way Sheree be looking, how good she looks, she is all of his dessert. She is the red velvet cake, the peach cobbler, honey. She is the upside down, the 7-Up cake.
No,
she is the dessert.
You're right. She's a peach cobbler. So
she is the peach cobbler.
Sheree, you are the peach cobbler, honey. Yes, so it's by the coleslaw. Hello, the peach cobbler. Yes.
Which one do you prefer, Carlos?
Peach cobbler.
Exactly. I love a good snack. I love
a good dessert. But to answer your question, Melody addresses it on Love and Marriage Huntsville, and so do the rest of the cast. And without giving too much away, because I want you guys to watch the premiere September 10th at 8 o'clock on OWN, Martell and Marcel have this funny conversation about this rumor he's dating Sheree. And it reminded me of when Ben Affleck first started dating J-Lo. Mm-hmm. And Ben Affleck said this story about his boys from Boston was like, yo, man, you fucking J-Lo? Like, damn, like, Ben, you fucking J-Lo? So all I would say is Marcel and Martell's conversation about the possibility of him dating Sheree reminded me of that.
Will they have a nickname like Bennifer? Because, you know, they have the iconic couple name. It was Bennifer. What are we going to call Sheree and Martell?
Is it He by Sheree? Is it Marche?
Maray?
They have to be telling it.
City, I don't know. All I know is that is a fine ass couple. I mean, I don't blame Sheree. I heard the news outside, bitch. Get it in then. I don't blame you. From a physical standpoint, now, I know this is a longer conversation and we probably don't have time for it. Martell comes with some baggage that I don't know if my girl needs, but from a physical standpoint, I don't blame you, bitch. I truly don't. I don't want my man to hear me saying that too loud, but I do not blame you, girl.
Same here, sis. No, the thing is this. I think we all can admit that Martell, despite what you think of him, Martell is a very attractive man. I've gone on record saying Martell is probably the most attractive man on reality television. He's a gorgeous specimen. And one thing I know about Sheree, I know Sheree for 14 years. Sheree is very private. Martell is too, to a certain extent. They're both Capricorns, okay? I think they're a day apart. Sheree is a certain age. Martell is 40. There is an age gap. So I think this, because a lot of people are like, is this a publicity stunt? Carlos, are you setting this up to be messy? What's going on here? I believe Sheree, the Sheree that I know for 14 years, Jasmine, Sheree is having fun. I think she's getting her back blown out. And I don't blame her because she said recently that Tyrone wasn't laying her right in the bed, allegedly. So, one thing we know about Martell, he busted wide open.
Listen, he looks like he does. And I think Sheree, look, you said it. Sheree's raised her kids. She got that big ass house. She is able to sustain on her own, but she's probably like, look, I don't want my bed to be empty at night. I don't want to run no cobwebs down there. Like, I want some, like, young, fine man. And if she's just having fun, I love this for her. But I'm going to get out of here because I know you got some more stuff to talk about with DC and you got to get to Ashley's conversation. I just wanted to ask the questions that all of the fans are asking. So thank you for delivering.
No, of course. And I'll leave you with this because a lot of people are asking, like you did earlier. Melody has moved on. And again, I'm not going to share my personal conversation with Melody, but I had a recent personal conversation with Melody, and the only thing I will say about that conversation is Melody has moved on. So in my opinion, I don't think Melody cares at all that Martell is seeing Sheree. Period. Yes, but before we move on to Ashley Silva's interview, I need to ask my braindrops. Tweet me the name that we should give Martell and Sheree. I vote for Shaytel, she by Shortel, whatever the name could be. Jasmine, what name do you want the raindrops to vote for?
I think I'm going to go with Maray.
Maray. I kind of like that too. Maray.
Yeah.
All right, so raindrops, go on Twitter, hashtag reality with the king, and let us know which name should Martell and Sheree be called.
All right, y'all. So that was the tea that Carlos King has spilled about this situation with Sheree and Martell and how he found out about Sheree and Martell. And I think that is the truth. So basically, in so many words, he did confirm that the conversation about Sheree and Martell will be discussed on this up-and-coming season of Love and Marriage Huntsville, which I'm not surprised by. Like, why would anybody be surprised by that? We already knew that that was going to be the topic of discussion. Why wouldn't it be? Another thing, too, is that I just feel like, okay, if Sheree is really messing around with Martell, like I said, long as it is just like a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, or I just want to fuck you a couple of times a month or whatever, whenever I need some, okay, that's fine. Because like I said before, Martell is fine. No matter what we say about him, Martell is attractive to me. He has a nice body, nice face. You know, he is a fuck boy, and a lot of the times fuck niggas don't have nothing good about them but the dick. That's all they really got. So with that being said, he may be good for something. He may not be good as a husband or for a marriage, but he's absolutely good for something, and that's just sex. That's what I picture it. That's what I see. That's just my honest opinion. That's just what I think about it. But other than that, if that's what she's doing, if she's just having fun, having conversation, having good sex, I don't see nothing wrong with that. Go ahead and do that. But don't get into no serious ass relationship with Martell. He got way too much baggage. But then again, Sheree got too much baggage. So would it be a match made? Looking at both factors here, because physically, they look like they'll be a good couple. But emotionally, I don't think that will work. I mean, he's toxic. Sheree kind of toxic. He got baggage. Sheree got baggage. Martell has 5 kids, 4 from his ex-wife, 1 from his mistress. He got one mistress that make live after live after live after live after live after live after live talking about her relationship with Martell. Sheree dealt with Bob Whitfield with the eyes. She dealt with that fake ass doctor. She dealt with a jailbird, and now she's dealing with a toxic ass man who thrives off toxic masculinity. So would that be good for Sheree? And he's a bit younger than her, maybe a little bit over a decade younger than what she is. So, you know, maybe she's looking for a young whippersnapper to whip her shit into shape. I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to see it in different lanes and different lights. That's all I could really see it, to be honest. But I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's all I can say. I don't fucking know. But it is what it is. So all I can say is, if she like it, I love it. And one thing about it, I'm glad to hear that Mel has moved on, but I never doubted that she ever did move on with her life, honestly. I do feel like she did stay with him for as long as she possibly could, but I do feel like at some point in time, she was just over it. Like, it's like, girl, listen, I'm over this shit. I'm finna move on with my life. I don't need this man fucking me up, making me look stupid every turn. Because, you know, on the outside looking in, Mel looks stupid. Staying with this man after learning that he had like a girlfriend after all them years, and she stayed. But you know, when you're in a relationship and when you're in a marriage, you try to do whatever you possibly can to try to keep that shit going, especially when you got kids. And I think at that point they had maybe 2 or 3 kids at that point when she found out about it. So I understand. But, you know, on the outside looking in, you know, we all look at women like that and be like, oh, that bitch stupid. Oh, she's stupid. She a stupid hoe. She this, she that. You know, we all say that type of stuff. Without really knowing the heaviness of it and just going through it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad to know that she's really moved on and that she really don't care. But I can really tell, I honestly can tell that Melody really could care less about what Martell got going on. I don't think that it's reciprocated, but I definitely feel like she could really care less about what Martell got going on. And I'm just being honest. I really don't think she cares that much, honestly. And why would she care? I mean, he was moving on when they was in a relationship. So why would she care about what they got going on? So I'm glad that she's in a place to where she could give a damn about what Martell do. Now, what I am excited about is the fact that this whole Sheree and Martell thing will be talked about on this upcoming season of Love and Marriage Huntsville, which is in about a month. You know, Roast Review will be returning and all of that other good shit when it comes down to it. Yes, indeed, we will be talking about it. But I'm just saying, you know, I'm just waiting to see what this is going to give and all this other stuff, because it's one thing to constantly keep talking about it in the videos and in the blogs and stuff like that. It's one thing to constantly keep talking about it like that, but it's another thing, you know what I'm saying, when we see it on the screen. You know what I mean? So I want to see the reactions. I want to see what everybody's saying. Like, I want to see all of that good shit, because I know that's all going to be good TV for us. And when you talk about that whole conversation between him and Marcel, I can already see that being funny. But did that happen before or after the fight? That's what I want to know. But I hope this second part of season 4 is much better than the first part, because the first part started off strong, but then it just got, after Valentine's Day, it was just it was a fail for me. But we'll see. But yeah, like I said, when this new season comes up, I will be going out, you know, trying to get interviews with different people. I might bring Miss Wanda back up again. I definitely got to bring Kiki back up again for another interview, because although the interview was great, you know, we had sound issues and signal issues, and she did say she will be revealing more in this second part of the season. So she was, willing to come back for another interview. And I know Ms. Wanda willing to come back for another one, child, because I know that there's a lot to discuss and unpack with everything that went down between her and Melody. So that's going to be great. I'm going to try to go and talk to Letitia. You know, I just got this newfound confidence in myself. You know what I mean? And, let me just say this one more time. I know a lot of my Scotty gang, they want me to reach out to Melody and do an interview. And, like I said, I'm not really trying to get one, but my subscribers and my people want to see that happen. And, I'm a fair person all the way around. When I'm doing an interview, I'm being fair. I'm being professional. Y'all know I used to read Mama, not Mama D. I would read and shade Miss Wanda down and still did an interview with her. I read and shaded Kiki down and still did an interview with them. It was very professional. Wasn't disrespectful. Asked the hard questions and all of that stuff. So, I don't understand why people are being so negative about me even talking about a male interview, because y'all ain't never heard me say I wanted to do one, but I know that's something y'all would want. So, there's other interviews that I got coming up. I cannot wait to talk about it, but I ain't gonna talk about it until the promo comes out. But I'm in talks for a big ass interview. But we'll talk more about that when it does come out. But like I said, I will be, scouting different folks from the show for interviews this up and coming season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm definitely gonna do that. I just got a newfound confidence, we did Latrice last year, we did Latrice and Antoinette last year, and then we did Miss Wanda this year and Kiki. So why not? And they all did well. So with Miss Wanda being the biggest one, so why not come out and do a little 1-2 with these people on this show? Why not try to go out and scout out for more interviews? Why not? The confidence is on fleek. It's just confidence. I'm just being I'm still humble, but the confidence is out there. So whatever. So with that being said, y'all, be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, click on the notification bell so you could be notified whenever a video drops. And also, if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my IG, and my TikTok will be down in the description box below. So with that being said, you guys, I'm out of here. I will talk to you guys on the next one. And as we leave, I will close this thing out with the promo from Nova Cosmetics. I'm out of here, y'all. Until the next one. Bye, y'all.